Hello, welcome to tea time.
Hello.
So we're outdoors again because we're still on the topic of spending time outside, outdoors in nature, often and frequently. But before we talk about that stuff, let's just check in and see what tea you got today.
Today I am drinking a peppermint tea. Peppermint tea is a fantastic tea to have in the summer, especially if you're feeling a little bit overheated. It's one of those cooling teas, and it's recommended in Ayurveda. That mint is something that you can have if you get hot. Even if your emotions are hot, like if you're feeling like angry or frustrated, like having mint tea can kind of just cool everything down. So this will definitely be something that I drink a lot of over the summer, and I grew some in my garden this year too. So that's exciting. I'm going to hopefully have mint to harvest and then have all winter long.
Is there a benefit whether it's hot tea or iced tea or like cool tea for summer? Your preference?
Well, with Ayurveda, it's beneficial to have room temperature, so not to have warm, not too hot and not cold. So just like a room temperature.
Said baby bear.
Yeah.
Just right.
Yeah. And what kind of tea are you having today?
Spice dragon red chai. Spice dragon red chai. I was gonna say spicy dragon. That'd be a cool name for it. But even though, anyway, that's what it is. It's opposite of that.
It feels
hot and fiery. Yeah, obviously. It's got cinnamon, rooibos tea, ginger root, and clove. Just four ingredients. But yeah, it's completely opposite of peppermint.
So one cooling tea and one hot and spicy tea.
Yeah, that's it. I picked the tea and then I'm wearing red. I don't know. Maybe
you're feeling you need to be spicy
hot today, maybe.
Yeah. So I see you've got a book there. Do you want to? What have you been? You reading some new stuff?
Oh, I've been. I've gotten. I think I've mentioned Damien Echols before. He's an individual who was wrongly accused and put in jail on death row and spent 18 years on death row before he was officially released. But during his time in jail or incarceration, he began to explore magic, and I'll spell it the same way he would use it: Magick, as in dealing or working with energy is essentially what magic is all about, or intentions. And well, intentions are just another form of energy. Manifestation is a really good word, easy way to say that. So I can't even recall how I found. Oh yeah, I do. I was signed up for an online course, and it was a year of energy healing course. So every month there was a different instructor. So he was one of the 12 during that time, and he had done a ritual or a blessing your water, like your water bottle, and excuse me. Anyway, I found he and the topic interesting, and since I've looked more into him, and he's got several books. So he's got a book called High Magic, and then this is one of the more recent ones. It's only a couple years old, so it's just got his name there, Damien Echols, Angels and Archangels. So and it's subtitled A Magician's Guide. So he works with energies, but if you're open to it, you can consider calling in or inviting in angels and archangels into your manifestation, or into your prayers, or into your meditation work. And if not, you can just work with that however you like. Anyway, I find it quite interesting. I hadn't delved much into angels before, but there's a lot of interesting information in here and background on them and where they come from. So I've been reading that, and then at the same time, I've got a virtual or an audio book of his latest book, which just came out about a couple months ago now, and it's called Ritual, an essential grimoire. So a grimoire would be like a spell book, and so it's just about all kinds of different rituals. So very much like like that course where he was offering a routine on how to bless your water. There's all kinds of rituals, like to bless, like clothing, your hat, or your space, or your energy, or yourself, or protection spells, and working with manifesting abundance and all kinds of different things. So that book is really interesting. They're all little short rituals and easy to do. Anyway, he's my new interest, Damien Echols. Check him out.
Fun.
Are you got anything that you're reading?
No.
I think I've seen. No, I thought I saw some Ayurvedic books lying around. And
oh yeah, that was for in our membership group. We're doing an Ayurveda cleanse starting tomorrow. So I had those out for that. And it's funny, the part of the cleanse is just there's some daily rituals, I guess, that go with the cleanse. And one of them is waking up with the sun. So I usually get up at 6:40 every day. So I saw that sunrise is at 5:30 a.m. It's just 3 days. So I'm going to try to get up with the sun at 5:30 a.m. And then you do some tongue scraping and some oil pulling and some body massage and shower and light exercise. And anyway, there's it's not the food that I'm concerned about. It's the getting up at 5:30 in the morning. So
yeah, you just there you go. Macy, no thank you. Just wanting to get and be in nature first thing right in the morning to start your day. Okay, Macy, I'm not sure what she's barking at, but she's heard something.
But I've been really busy gardening and actually starting to preserve some of the harvest, which I know sounds funny, but rhubarb is up. And so we usually just kind of use rhubarb, but I'm really big into preserving this year. So I'm going to try to, my garden I've got tons of produce going in. I hope that it's a bountiful year. I've kind of put on another little side garden that's like a flower bed. I call it the cottage garden. I think I've talked about it before. Anyway, so started lots of gardening, everything going into the ground, and preserving some food. So that's new, which isn't really, I was always really worried about preserving food, but it's not actually too difficult so far. Anyway, seems to be just, you have to make the time commitment to do it. So that's excited. So next step is asparagus. So hopefully getting, our garden doesn't have a lot of asparagus in it, but one of our neighbors is growing lots of asparagus. So I told him to give me a call when he's got lots ready, and we'll have some for ourselves, and then also preserving lots of it. So yeah, it's been busy. I have like a new manicure. I don't know if you can see, it's like dirt manicure, but that's good stuff. Good probiotics in there.
Probiotics in the dirt to get that in under your fingernails and let it slowly seep into your system. Yeah, that's definitely a good thing.
So definitely been in nature very, very, very frequently. But I love it. I love just puttering around outside this time of year, doing whatever. I harvested some dandelions and preserved the tops for making a salve. And then I also took the roots. So I'm drying the roots so I can continue to dry roots all summer long to have for our dandelion tea. I did harvest some wild violets, and we're supposed to make a tea with them, or you could make a syrup, but when I put hot water on them, they didn't turn this beautiful purple like all of the Pinterest videos showed. So I'm like, maybe I did something wrong, or maybe it's not actually supposed to turn purple. So anyway, if anybody has any ideas on wild violets, we're getting kind of close to the end of the season, but I didn't actually do anything with them. But I still have a few I could harvest if it seems worthwhile to harvest them. Not really sure. So yeah. So anyway, that's been me, not doing a lot of reading, but just busy outdoors. And we've been busy with the kids as well. They're busy into activities and kind of crossing over of activities. So that's kept us busy outdoors watching that as well. What is going on new with you with the zeal work?
Zeal work.
Like an energy medicine session?
I went to someone's place last week for an energy medicine session rather than having individuals come to our space in the yurt. This person, I went to their location, and it was good. It was good in that they're comfortable in their own space and place, and that was good. When you travel somewhere else, there's other things you become aware of, right? Like maybe where they're lying and in their bed is maybe a different height, maybe not great for myself bending over, but that all worked out fine. But it's also interesting, right? Like other sounds that come out of the house, like other individuals who are in the house, like hearing doors and TVs turning on and on and off. But I think I was quite able to keep my focus anyway. So that was interesting. That was good. I'm hoping for more follow up on that from that individual. But we'll see about that. And this week I've got a couple more booked for here in the year, so that's exciting.
And you've started implementing it into your yoga classes too, a little bit, correct?
Yeah, at the end of yoga class, in-person class, that is, in-person yoga class in the year, I just have room for 6, but at the end of class, we generally do a guided gratitude or energy awareness of your own energy, your own healing that you may or may not need or require. But then I have also been offering a little bit of a little massage or energy work. So if you're resting in child's pose, I might do some work down your spine and working with the governing vessel up the back of the body. Or if people are lying on their back, do some work around the eyes with some figure 8 patterns, or working from the temple over the ear to work with the triple warmer meridian.
Wow.
And so there's some
lucky folks.
Yeah, it's just a couple of minutes each, but yeah, because 2 minutes each, still that turns into 12 minutes of time at the end of class. Anyway, we've been doing that. Yeah. Speaking of that and being in nature, I'm going to throw this out there now. Not yet. The black flies there's a few yet, but they're all really dwindling. I'm hopeful in a couple of weeks' time, my Saturday yoga classes will move outdoors, and then that allow easily to go from 6 to 12 or 15 or 18 people welcome to come. And the energy that will come in the energy in the group of 6 already is amazing in the year. But I recall from the end of the season last year, those big groups, we have a nice, like a dozen people. There's a lot of good energy there, just being in nature, but then having 12 individuals practicing together is even more energy and more magic happening there. So that's coming up hopefully in the next couple of weeks, just weather dependent.
Nice.
Yeah. And soccer. So we've had, Tricia mentioned the kids have lots of soccer for kids through high school level, and track and field coming up for Foster in a short while. But the soccer for local soccer kicks off at the time of this recording. I've got leading a practice tonight with my group of kids with Foster's age group. So that'll be exciting, and our other 2 are in as well. So we'll be out 3 nights a week with soccer. So that's fantastic. You're out and getting lots of good time in nature, and all that camaraderie with team sports and stuff that's happening there. That'll be cool.
Yeah, that is cool. That's good.
Yeah. So let's talk a little more about a couple of. Or did you want to?
Yeah, I just wanted to share some wins that I had this past week with some of my clients. So I think I talked before that I've opened up my one-on-one metabolic balance program. And so we've got some new clients coming in, but I just had some fantastic wins this week that I wanted to share. So one win was that I had a client who, she said it's always been extremely difficult for her to lose weight, and she's been with me for a month, and then on her specific meal plan, food plan based on her blood work, she's down 13 pounds. So in 4 weeks, she's down 13 pounds, and she struggles even to lose 1. So that was really great. And then when I saw her online, her face, like it went from puffy to like cheekbones and jawline. So you could just see that inflammation just leaving. So that was really great. I had another client that I met with this week, and she is now sleeping through the night. So if maybe you experience this yourself, where you have to get up in the night to go pee, and that can be like a blood sugar imbalance, could be a hormone imbalance. So once we get the food timing right, and we get the right foods for you, you don't have to get up in the night and go pee. So she's sleeping through the night. So I just that is a huge win, because I mean, if you are one that has to get up in the night to go pee, you probably know that if you could just get a solid 6 to 9 hours of sleep, whatever works good for you, you would feel amazing in the morning. So imagine going from having to get up to having slept through the night is just, fantastic. And then I had another client start this week, and she, the first 2 days of the program is like a cleanse program. And she really did well with the cleanse. And you could just tell there's
a lot of inflammation that she was carrying around. And she had like lost 4 pounds in the 2 days just with this cleanse, just kind of getting rid of some toxins and getting rid of inflammation and just peeing a lot to get rid of that extra water weight. So anyway, some fantastic wins this week. I was like on cloud 9 and so happy for all of my clients. And I was so happy that I could support them as well and be there to cheer them on. So just feel free to reach out to me if you are looking for a program that is going to be like specific for you to help with some of the things that I just talked about that some of my clients are going through. I can't say enough about this program. I just think it's the cat's meow. I think it's like the best program ever, especially for women who are in perimenopause and menopause, who are just tried everything and nothing's working. This works for sure. So yeah. Okay. So now,
yeah, a couple of, or try to not repeat too much, but certainly being out in nature, there's overlap because it's just there. You can't avoid it. But let's come up with a couple of different ideas. I wanted to mention that lots of people make an effort to go out for walks, and that's wonderful, and that is great. Don't stop doing that. But I know often folks are out listening to an audiobook, or they've got music playing, or maybe they're even chatting on the phone.
And we've actually recommended this, right? To habit stack. You're going for a walk, so habit stack. But maybe this time of year, we don't focus so much on habit stacking, but we really focus on our surroundings is what I think.
Well, yeah, or just maybe even once in a while, maybe your audiobook is on Monday or Tuesday of the week, and Wednesday is the phone call day. Maybe Thursday is just a really tune in with nature day. Like don't take the phone, turn it off, leave it behind, and get in there and really use your senses to experience nature is what I want to suggest. Because when you're busy with the phone and you're out in nature and you're getting the benefits, some of those benefits, but being mentally active into the phone, into the program, or into the schedule, or into the whatever, your mind is still likely racing and going and going and going, and you're not truly getting the maximum benefits that you can get from nature, and cueing your parasympathetic system to be calm and relaxed. So you could use your senses. Let's grab that flower. I know it's going to take up most of the screen, but if you're out, look for the color, look for the beauty that's out there, so you can purposely look for flowers, or the lilacs, or blossoming trees earlier in the spring, and look for some of those flowers, or take a pause and maybe take in the scents. Use your sense of smell to, that's fine, Tricia, thanks. Sense of smell. I don't know if in the background in this tree there's several birds up in there, but now they've all gone quiet. But you might be able to hear or discover some birds in the background, or bees, or even a mosquito flying around your ear. Anything, just using your senses to become more engaged within your environment. It can help you be really solid in the present, in the moment, and helping you to stay calm and relaxed for sure.
Yeah, and I think like sometimes I do bring my phone on with me on my walk, but usually now it's just to capture some pictures. So the other day I took pictures of dandelions, I took pictures of the wild violets, I took pictures of the lilacs, because it's like the lilacs are almost like they're at their peak right now, and it's going to be done. And like I said, it goes by so quick, and you're like, oh, I just want to hold on to these moments forever. Yeah. But I mean, as I'm taking a picture, I am looking, I'm smelling, I'm touching, I'm feeling, and really just trying to embrace what's happening in the moment. Mm-hmm. But often on our walks, we look for deer tracks to see, is there any fresh deer tracks that have gone through? We're listening for different kinds of birds. We heard raccoons the other day, so we're listening for that. And then
scat.
Yeah, we're looking for scat.
Yeah,
and smelling.
See who's been around.
You see what kind of animals have been around.
You see rabbit or deer or something bigger, full of hair. Maybe there's coyotes been around.
And we always take time around our pond just to see, like, what's the water level at? Is there any new plants around here? Mm-hmm. Do you see any frogs jumping in? Yeah. And some of our wild plants that we have, like wild apple trees that we have around, I'm always looking to see, what stage are they at in terms of producing some fruit or some apples. So yeah, it's and I'm always curious when we get down to that one bottom field section, like, are we going to see any animals down there, because they like to kind of hang out there. So
it's a little more recluse, I guess, or
Mhm.
excuse me, a bit off the road, so that's a bit quieter and probably it feels safer. So we tend to see deer, if we do see deer down in that way, or other critters, other animals. I know I haven't seen any this spring. It might be a touch early, but the last 2 springs, you recall, maybe you missed the second one, but there was a little painted turtle
Oh yeah.
along the walk, like,
Mhm.
and there's a swamp not far off, and there's a pond up by the house, but walking, I don't know, it seemed in an odd spot right near our trail. It looked like it was ready to dig up a den for eggs.
Yeah,
but,
for eggs. Yeah.
keeping an eye out for that. So anyway,
Mhm.
there's lots of magic and wonder and awe to be found in nature.
Mhm.
And so
And
yeah,
even
just take your time and
yeah,
notice.
take your time and notice, and even notice how you feel afterwards. Like this morning, because I've been gardening so much, I was tired this morning, and I was like, do I take a day off? And then I asked Jeff if he wanted to go for a walk, and we went out for a walk, and we came back, and I just stayed outside and again puttered around, and it just really changed my outlook for the whole day. Like I felt so good, and then I got energized, and I just wanted to like do more. So the power of nature. For sure. But it was a good energy. It wasn't like a got to get this done kind of thing. It was like, oh, this is nice. I'm going to stay out and do a little bit more and enjoy this a little bit more.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then all those other ones we've mentioned in the past, getting your fresh air, vitamin D, and all those other things that are overlapped with, and the grounding are all in there anyway. But consider just paying attention, tuning into the present moment. Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay.
So heading into the next couple of months with summer and vacationing and soccer season and all of that, we're going to be a little bit busier and lots of gardening happening. Just look for just one tea time per month, one in June, one July, one August, but you'll get them as we put them out. But yeah, we're just going to have a few less for those few months, and then in September we'll start to ramp things back up. So we'll see you again in June, and we were thinking of talking about posture, I believe. Does that sound correct to you, Tricia?
I don't know.
I thought I heard you mention that. Anyway, we've been mulling over a couple of topics, but we'll keep you posted, and we'll see you in about a month. Well, maybe not a month, excuse me. Within a month, you'll certainly see us again. So thanks for joining. And
I just also wanted to say that if like we're still here and around, so if you need anything, or if you have any questions, if you want an energy medicine session, if you are interested in doing some outdoor yoga, which is going to be just around the corner in our beautiful setting, as you can see from our view behind us, if you are interested in the metabolic balance and working one-on-one with me, we're here around for the season. So please get in touch with us, and we'd love to help you and have you become part of our Zeal group.
Community, our little tribe. Oh, we got a big the dog bark. Sorry, there was a big bumblebee that just came into the flowers.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm out.
I'm not.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.